Hi all, welcome to this week's class. What we're going to do today is I'm going to go over the overview for the week, and then I'm going to also go over the social emotional learning activity that you're going to be doing today. So congratulations, you do not have to do any math, and just follow along, and discuss what we are doing today. First off, I do want to mention that I'm sure by now you have heard that we will not be going back to the school this year. So the next 2 months, we will be spending time right here during e-learning through Google Classroom. Okay, I know this sucks. I know that we should be in school. That best learning occurs when we are together. But with the virus and with stopping the spread of the virus, it does really make sense for us not to be meeting in person and maybe spreading the virus if that's the case. So I will miss you, but I do look forward to seeing you guys next year when we are ready to resume classes. And you guys will be juniors by then, which is really exciting. And you will be moving on to being upperclassmen at SED. Okay. So and the other thing I will mention is if you have any questions, any concerns, please, please, please be bringing them up to me. You can either do it through email. You can sign up for Office Hours so you can meet through Google Meet, and that will occur. Okay, so for today and the rest of this week, today as Monday, we will do a social emotional learning activity. Tomorrow, you're gonna move on to a dilations activity, right? On Wednesday, I will post a video going over dilations, and then you're gonna have to fill out a response form. On Thursday, there is no classes. I will post an optional IXL practice to prepare for the mastery check, but this is optional because Thursday is parent teacher conferences, and on Friday, a mastery check will be posted. I will say that I do want and I encourage you to please be doing more work in this class. We do not want to be missing on geometry and not learning math, because as we move on, everything you miss in math, right? Math builds on itself. So if you missed something 2 weeks ago, it is important to go back to it and learn it because you might not be able to learn the next topic. Okay. And remember, next year is the big important year where you take the SAT that is going to help you with, preparing you for college, scholarships, and stuff like that. All right. What I'm going to do now is we're going to jump into the social emotional activity today. It's going to be in through Decimals, so I will post the class code. And basically, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over what you're asking to do here, right? So what I would encourage you to do is you have this video playing in the background as you're going through the slides. So I would encourage you right now to go into Desmos, into the class code that I posted. I had a separate tab open. Stay on that tab and you could just play this video. You don't necessarily need to be looking at here. It'll be probably better to listen to me, but you can always go back and look, right? The other way you can do this is you could have this video playing on your phone and have the screen up as a Desmos activity. All right. So, approaches to learning. We're going to talk about self-management, right? So, hey, scholars, while we are continuing to learn and stretch our minds mathematically, we also want to work on skills that help us, teach us to the way to approach learning, or how to learn. This will enable us to learn and live more meaningful as we empower ourselves to be our best. Today, we will dive into effective self-management. This is how to manage our emotions, attitudes, and feelings, both negative and positive. All right, so we have to learn how to manage our emotions. This is a very important skill as you grow older. All right, so the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is place the dot along the line, describe how you feel, how much you agree with the following statement. You decide how you feel. All right, so if you're feeling good, you would say you're up here and agree. And if you're feeling bad, disagree, and then you're going to tell us why. Okay, so you can pause this to do this, and I'm just going to follow on to slide 3. All right, today you'll be given strategies and examples to practice self-managing your minds and emotions. Remember, in order to develop any skill, even emotional skills, it takes continual practice. It can be difficult at first, but new habits are formed in about 3 weeks. That's when most activities start to feel easier or more natural to accomplish. Okay, steps to forming a new habit. If you're gonna find, you have to set up a cue or a trigger that will help you remind you to do the practice. Step 2, do the practice. Yes, even when you don't want to. Step 3, reward yourself for practicing. This might be the important step. So I will give you an example. One of the things that I've been trying to do during during e-learning is to continue to improve my math skills. So just like you, I am doing a Khan Academy for math for calculus, and this is hard. It's hard to do it every day. I try to do an hour every day. So what I do is I follow this step 1 a cue or trigger on my phone. I set up a reminder every day at 3 o'clock to remind me to do my math. Right, this goes off. I remind myself. I go and I do my math for an hour. Right. Step 2 is the most important part. It's the one where you do the practice. All right. This is the part where I have to sit there between 3 to 4, do my Khan Academy. All right. And reward yourself part. Right, this is important, right? A reward is, I don't know, something small. You could, at the end, you could have a piece of candy. Or you can go watch a show after you've done your practice, right? Take 30 minutes, go watch, let's just say I'm rewatching The Office right now. After I complete it, I'd go and watch 20 minutes of The Office, right? I'd watch an episode. All right, so what I want you to do is here, what is a reward you could give yourself after doing e-learning? Okay, since we will be talking about our emotions and managing them, let's do a check-in. How are you feeling today? Right, this is very similar to slide 2. How are you feeling today? You fill this out, and if you want to, you would write in how you are feeling today. But you don't have to do this part about writing your response. This is an optional part. All right, so now we're going to go into, there's a video that you should watch, right? So I would say maybe pause me talking right now and watch this video on Desmos. The mind-body connection is how your emotional, mental state and your physical states are linked. For example, if you're anxious, such emotion, you may be physically notice your body's heart rate and breathing get faster. This also works in reverse. If you're eating junk food and laying down all day, you will probably feel tired or blah. This video is a demonstration of one strategy to help increase your awareness of the connection between your mind and body. Try out the 4-7-8 strategy and then write in if this helps you or not. Okay? Mindfulness. The term mindfulness has become pretty common. This is the center of how we can become aware of our mind-body connection, develop skills, and help us to actively choose how we react and feel about a situation. Watch the video about mindfulness and then answer this. Have you ever practiced mindfulness or meditation? I will be honest here. Mindfulness is something that I want to keep adding to my life. So I've been doing mindfulness on and off for the past year. Kind of like similar to the Khan Academy in math. This is something that I want to do at least 10 minutes every day. And I am going to be honest. I am not very good at this. Haven't been doing this every day, yet I continue to try. Okay. What I will say is that I have learned that from mindfulness, one thing that I am much better at is controlling my emotions after doing this. I have learned to really, if I get angry, not to respond right away, but really to think about that emotion and what caused me to get there. And this will help me respond in a better way. Now, I'm not always good at this, right? But I think this is something that I've been improving on. All right, so this slide is going to talk about meditation. You're going to watch this video, talk about what meditation is. Meditation and mindfulness are two things that are pretty much interconnected. Here's the practice of meditation. It's a 5-minute meditation exercise. I would encourage you to try it. All right. I know a lot of times you want to laugh about stuff like this, but there's really a lot of research that shows that this type of meditation practice is really helpful and does lead to people having better lives. And then on the scale, you're gonna say, how was meditation? Was it easy? Was it difficult? I'm gonna tell you right now, meditation is super, super difficult. It is very hard. That's one of the things you realize once you start meditating is how hard it is not to be thinking about stuff in your daily life. And then you're gonna watch this video on shaking negative thought, how to defeat negative thinking. Okay. And you're going to answer the questions. What are some heavy distractions? What are some ways you combat negative talk, such as positive qualities about yourself? And final thoughts. If you're not following this woman on TikTok or Instagram, you just got her. She's delightful in every way. And here's the lady that you can follow on Instagram. And what are your final thoughts about today's activity? All right. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this was helpful for me going along. Remember that you should be pausing each slide as you're going along and really be filling it out. And then restarting this video if me reading and me going over this helps. All right. Well, stay safe, stay healthy. If you have any questions, please reach out to me and we'll go from there.